thank you for spending some time with me today. I know, your calendar is probably jam-packed, so I really appreciate it. I'm the social media manager for Marcus Theaters, and I've been sharing all the good stuff about your movie leading up to release date. So thank you for the time and congratulations on the film being released.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. It's been a whirlwind week and a half. I mean, it's thrilling, though. It's fantastic.
That's awesome, man. Well, hopefully more big weeks to come. I'd love to hear, and I'm sure you've probably been asked this a million times, but, what really drew you to this role, to play your role in The Kid Detective?
Well, I mean, it's a great concept. It's a funny, high concept that, who wouldn't want to be a comedic sleuth? Being a comedic sleuth, or any sleuth or detective, let alone one with some humor, is like one of the great roles and archetypes in film, period. So to get to do that is to get to be the boozy detective is like a thrill all its own, and narrate some of the movie. But way more than that, and regardless of that, because that's secondary to me, to the talent that Evan Morgan, the writer-director, brings. He approached me, he's one of my best pals now, but I didn't know him like 6 years ago. He approached me at a film festival with this idea. He was coming off of another movie that I think is really special, and so I was intrigued because I knew he was talented, and then he shared it with me, and then he shared, he came back a year later with the finished script, and his voice is so strong, and it's so unique, and it's a language I just speak. It speaks to me just fully, the humor and the humor and the darkness, and I love his voice so much. So, really him. I mean, the author is what drew me to it. And then again, like I said, the archetype of the role is one of the great ones in cinema as well. And that was a joy.
No, that's brilliant. It was funny. I was talking with Evan earlier and listening to your inner monologue from some of the footage that I got to see. It kind of harkened back, at least to me, to some of the old like Big Sleep and the old Humphrey Bogart kind of detective films. So that's brilliant. Yeah. That's brilliant. What from the way that your character plays, and the film is being billed as like a dark dramedy, do you have kind of like a memorable line or like a memorable moment, be it good, bad, or otherwise, from the film, that I guess will kind of stick with you going forward?
There's so many. I mean, honestly, he's such a great writer that every scene really has wonderful lines. I mean, I'll just say, because it's in the trailer, I guess, but this is indicative of his humor, but the macabre sense of humor, that dark sense of humor that he has too. I mean, when Caroline, our heroine, comes in and says, my boyfriend was murdered, and I'm shocked, and I say, this is in the trailer again, I gotta say, seriously? And she goes, pretty seriously. He was stabbed 17 times. I mean, that's a deadpan humor coming from an innocent who doesn't know that it's funny. While revealing something pretty gruesome. And that's kind of the balance of light and dark that he carries throughout the movie. And it's chock full of that, and that's by no means the funniest line or anything, but it's just, that is indicative of the tone, I believe.
What do you have to say to the folks at Marcus Theaters, the moviegoers who hopefully will be coming out this weekend to come see your film?
Well, I mean, I'd like to welcome you back to theaters in general.
Yes.
Stay safe. I trust you're staying safe and doing it right. And I will just, as a little Adam Brody promise, if you like this trailer at all, then the movie will deliver for you. I promise. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done, and I love it to pieces, and so hopefully you will too. But like I said, if the materials appeal to you, then I promise you won't be upset.
I love it. The official stamped, certified Adam Brody promise. That works for me. Well, hey man, congratulations again on the film. Nothing but the best of luck to you going forward. I've had a great time, promoting your film on social so far, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that and fight the good fight for you. But
okay, cool, Chris.
Hopefully we get to see you on the big screen again sometime soon.
I appreciate it. See you out there.
Thanks, Adam. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, Hey, Adam, how you doing?
Hey, Chris. Good, thanks.
Dude, from one bearded guy to another, your beard plays, dude. I love it.
Thanks. Likewise. You've got the connection. I gotta get most of my beard down here, but
no, I think that's great.